Recording in progress.
Good afternoon to Natalya and my friends all here. Today, as we know that the last lecture from Natalya for today, and like our schedule today, we will present our perspective about the teacher training for future TVET. Future training for teacher TVET, and we divide into two groups. One group will present about when they are studying in how to become the TVET teacher, and one group will tell about when they become a TVET teacher. And Professor Buri will join with us at this meeting before closing our lecture with Natalya today. And for the first presentation, please welcome for the first group from Pak Eko or Mbak Ansela will present it.
I think we are ready, Mr. Arif.
Present your material, Pak Eko.
Okay, thank you very much. Good afternoon, Natalya. Good afternoon, all of my friends in this class. I'm glad here to present our discussion about training future for TVET in Indonesia. Here I will present the readiness graduated vocational education for future work in Indonesia. Regarding to TVET development in Indonesia, we facing a lot of issues such as manpower issues, such as readiness for skill 20th centuries, and etc. And then in Indonesia, we have huge number of issues surrounding the TVET. In about curriculum, we have a little bit problem in implementation the curriculum. We can see here that surrounding the curriculum in Indonesia, there are a lot of issues here. Sorry. Wait a minute, I can see. Okay. Problem in curriculum implementation such as internship, learning model, student, school, competence, training resources, contemporary issues, and industry contribution. For the last one, about industry contribution, we have a little bit lack of industry contribution here. Then our minister, educational minister in Indonesia, initiate such as industry and university or vocational education link and methods in
Gus, Papa.
Yeah.
Can you continue?
Yes.
I'm very bad to hear because maybe it's my problems, it's internet connection or
for the work at the environment. Okay, thank you. About the job change, job satisfaction, employment change, social change, automation. These are the issues, contemporary issues in Tibet and Indonesia. We are facing these issues because we have to fulfill the need of 21 skill that our manpower should adapt the automation. And right now we know that in Japan they propose social chain with social point 5.0. It means that our industrialization should improve the social environment. With this condition, our in Indonesian issues, the Tibet should improve the job change, job satisfaction, and employment change. And we can see here that job change, social change, employment satisfaction has their sub-sector that should support that item. For example, job change. We talk about job change. There are a problem with job insecurity. We have issues about manpower age, a little bit about the difficulty, and about retention, identity, employer, economic problem. So we talk about Tibet, we talk about a lot of item, a lot of subsector that it should conduct to the main issues here for job change, job satisfaction, employment change, social change, and automation. For the main ideas here, we try to improve the automation in our industry. Mean that we will lack of manpower. So the ministerial education try to propose how to improve our manpower with link and match policy. During 2016, our president, Mr. Joko Widodo, initiate what we call reconstruction, or with impress number 9, Mr. Fawa?
Revitalization.
Revitalization, yes. Our president give a big consideration to the vocational education at middle school, or we call SMK, yeah, to improve our vocational education. And right now, the president launched the Indonesia's the Indonesia's 2045 vision. The vision is Advanced Indonesia. We hope that Indonesia in the future will have a better manpower. The policy focus on accelerate the development of competitive human resources. And then last year, in the Indonesian Ministry of Education launched program Merdeka Belajar Kampus Merdeka. Mean we have independency in learning. There are 8 programs of this independency on learning. First, student action. Second, apprenticeship. Third, school teaching assistants. Fourth, research collaboration. Fifth, humanity project. Sixth, entrepreneurship. Seventh, independent project. And eighth, rural development. Here, the university, the school, higher education should give social impact for the community, not in the internal academic society, but also the people in Indonesia. For example, the last one, in rural development program, university or higher education should propose a program such as social cognitive development. This is for example, and we have to collaborate with the social association, and then local government or the village government, and then we have a program there, and then student, teacher, and all the academic society should give that kind of program to improve the learning, to improve the knowledge, to improve the technology that we will implement for the society. For the student action, I think we know well about this program. We can choose another university to join the class, to study in 1 or 2 or 3 semester with the ICT, with the credit transfer here. Then the university strategy is to prepare human resources in the vocational field for the coming year. For example, at middle school level, the government proposed Center of Excellence, COE. Here, there are many business or teaching factories for such as industries, so the principal must be able to lead this collaboration. At the national level, the government give matching fund. In this program, there is creation of strategic collaboration and synergy between university and the industry. At the independent student exchange with ICT, each student from campus to another campus, we can free to choose for the existing institution. And with the KMP, Kampus Mengajar Perintis, the teacher can teach all over in Indonesia university. With the internship in industries, the industry should collaborate with the university to prepare the learning material and the learning process, and the student will get the credit from this internship. And the others, the national government help push press nas, such as maybe in Indonesia we can say PKM, pengabdian kepada masyarakat, or community development program, and then PHP 2D, PD3, Wiradesa. All of these are community development for the social program. Several program for Kampus Merdeka that proposed by Minister of Education, such as Indonesian International Student Mobility Awards, Kampus Mengajar, KKN tematik, proyek kemanusiaan, magang, pertukaran mahasiswa merdeka, studi independen, wirausaha. This is a program for the student at university. And then the Minister Education join with the other minister, for example, in several program. Here several program for Kampus Merdeka and Merdeka Belajar that released by the Ministerial of Education. And then in training sector, the collaboration between industry and university or vocational education, there are several choices that we can collaborate in this program. Technology sector, health and service sector, state-owned enterprises sector, multilateral and non-profit institution sector, services sector, and the others. We hope this collaboration will improve the knowledge, improve the skill, and the professionalism of the student. And after pandemic, we know that Indonesia have a good opportunity to grow up. Now, our pandemic condition less than the other country, and we hope it will new opportunity to grow up the program for TVET for the student at university, for the vocational education, and for the community and the people. Right now, the government proposed the Bangkit. This is the joint program between huge number of industries and several business supplier. Here, Google, Gojek, Tokopedia, Traveloka join at this program to develop it. To develop around about 3,000 students and involve the 250 universities and encourage not less than 30% female. We hope this Bangkit program will improve the human resources in Indonesia at national level. And this program that released by Direktorat Jenderal Pendidikan Tinggi propose the program for update the student skill and our campus Universitas Negeri Yogyakarta is one of this membership of this program Bangkit, and then we as part of this program try to promote and try to involve in this development program. I think it's enough for this presentation. Maybe Mr. Fawa, Mr. Indra, Mr. Kurniawan will add some information here.
Enough, Mr. Eko.
Okay, enough? Oh, thank you very much. I think it's enough. Mr. Arif?
Okay, thank you, Pak Eko, for your presentation. And I think it will give Natalya many information and perspective about Pak Eko presentation. And we wait for your comment, Natalya, or maybe you have some question for the first group, and we will discuss it after your question. Please, Natalya.
I don't know, but I want to comment now. But if you want to after two groups, we to discuss. It's very nice. Okay.
We will continue for the second presentation.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. For next presentation.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Pak Eko. We will discuss after second presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's very nice presentations. Fawaid, it's and other students. It's very nice because of course I have a lot of questions for me because I don't know it's your program, but we will discuss next after second groups. For me, it's very interesting. Thank you very much.
Okay, we will wait for your question, Natalya, after the second presentation. Okay, Mr. Yoga. Mr. Yoga will present the second material from our group. And maybe after Mr. Yoga, we'll continue with our YouTuber Natalya. Mr. Sigit will continue after Yoga. Okay, Pak Yoga, please, your time.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, I want to present about the model of training future for TVET teacher in Indonesia. Okay, quote by Mike Hakkabee, no one is more important to the future of our state than our teacher, makes Hakkabee. Okay, structure of education system of Indonesia. We can see in this age school education out of school non-formal, education informal. In education informal, to course and family education. In this out of school non-formal, we can see playgroup, package I, package B, package C, and magang or internship. And school education, basic education, senior secondary school education, higher education or Islamic diploma or graduate, sarjana, S1, higher education, postgraduate, master or doctoral. And relevant area for the regional TVET teacher standard or RTTS in this subject matter and vocational, research, discipline, dedicated pedagogy and management, and important personal and social. Okay, competence areas described as TVET teacher tasks, web, personal and social competence, which describe the competence of TVET teacher to become acquainted with the TVET school as an institution, with the underlying system and personal attitude for constantly further developing of own skill and competence. Two competence area described as TVET teacher tasks. One, vocational research. In this competence of TVET teacher for determining a computational competence requirement, development of the occupation and teaching requirement. And B, vocational discipline, competence of TVET teacher for analyzing the occupational subject, manufacturing, automotive, informatics, and etc. And the reference requirement and change in the world of work. C, vocational dedicated, competence of TVET teacher to choose and structure relevant contents and method for supporting vocational learning process. And D, vocational pedagogy, competence of TVET teacher for planning, carrying through and assessment of learning session. And E, vocational management, competence of TVET teacher for organizing and future developing vocational school and vocational education program. 10 trends shaping the future of TVET teaching. Trend 1, as digitalization and automation are change the work of work. Demand for transfer and applied skill are most likely to grow in the next years. Trend 2, collection and dissemination of data and emerging skill for planning is became critical for future-oriented TVET programs. Then 3, result of skill assessment are being used to develop in service and not so much to reform pro-service training. Trend 4, future-focused TVET system value industry experience and exports of parts of pre-service training. Trend 5, link in service training to career progression in increase TVET staff open to adopting new methods of teaching and learning. Trend 6, high quality in service training focus on industry exports, transfer and applied skill and pedagogy as much as content. Trend 5, responsive TVET system ensure the TVET staff receive educates training in gender responsive and inclusive method. The next, TVET of the future released on the private sector and essential partner within in servers and CPD curriculum. The next, effective stakeholder coordination in C as a machine to improve the relevant and quality of training and professional development of TVET staff. And the last mechanism to engage TVET teaching staff are vital for alignment TVET system to future skill needs. Individual training for TVET teacher, one, information and information literacy. In this evaluation of information data and digital content, navigation, search and filtering of information data and digital content, storage and retrieval of information data and digital content. Two, communication and collaboration. In this, network and management of digital identify, citizen participant online, digital identify management, share information and digital content, interaction through digital technology, and etc. Three, creation of digital content, programming, integration and elaboration of digital content, development of digital content, and copyright and license. Fourth, security, health protection, device protection, protection personal data and digital identify, protection and the environment. 5, problem resolution. In this, resolution of technical problem, innovation and great use of digital technology, and the last, identification of technology need and responsive. Next slide will be present to Mr. Sigit. Mr. Sigit.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr.
Are you ready?
Thank you, Mr. Joka. My name is Sigit Pambudin. YouTube channel at youtube.com/Sigit Pambudi. I will try to continue the presentation. The first about information and information literacy. About to identify, look at, retrieve, store, organize, and analyze digital information. Assessing its relevance and purpose for teaching. And the second about communication and collaboration, including to communicate in digital environment, share. Okay. The second, communication and collaboration, to communicate in digital environment, share communication and collaboration, to communicate in digital environment, share, interact, and participate in communities and network, intercultural awareness. And the third, creation of digital content, including to create and edit new digital content, integrate and rebuild prior knowledge and content. make artistic production, multimedia content, and computer programming, and know how to apply intellectual property right and license. And the fourth, about security, for the protection of personal information and data, digital identified protection, digital content protection, security measure, and responsible and safe use of technology. And number 5, about problem resolution, including to identify needs in the use of digital resources. Make informed decision about the most appropriate digital tool depending on the purpose of need. Solve conceptual problem through digital media or digital tools. Use technology creatively, solve technical problem, and upgrade my own and other competence. Next. This is about tips and tricks, 12 things how to be successful TVET teacher. The first, you must believe in your student potential. The second, learn everything you can about profile, and then be fun and energetic. Take risk and sure be creative and think outside of the box. But be consistent and decisive and always be up to date. Smart communicate, listen and show empathy about personal issue. Provide relevance to the material. Be observant and set goal with your student. To support TVET teaching staff to deliver the skill required for the future of work of learning, data of emerging skill needs is continuously gathered and disseminated to TVET institution and TVET staff. In the future focus system, result of skill forecasts are available to TVET institution, teaching staff, and learner. The second, TVET staff needs a cross-section of skill as part of in-service training and CPD to be prepared for the future. Future focus, TVET system have frameworks in place to deliver pre-service and in-service training. Regularly access teaching staff skill and training needs and develop or reform training program based on this assessment. And next, industry experience or exposure constitute the strongest component of pre-service training. Future focus TVET system are continuously developing measures to engage the private sector. And then long-term future-oriented incentive increase teaching staff desire for in-service training. Future focus TVET system link certification of teaching staff competency to career progression to create a pool for in-service training. And then in-service training, including strong industry exposure, focus and transversal and applied skill, and on pedagogy as much as content. Future focus TVET system regularly upgrade modes of delivery. And the other is emerging skill area such as ESD, entrepreneurship, and ICT need to be part of pre-service as well as in-service training program for TVET teaching staff. future focus system around the world have already started investing in upgrading teacher or training qualification. TVET teaching staff need to receive training in inclusive teaching method. Future focus system benefit from the preparedness of teacher and training on inclusive teaching method. Partnership, especially with the private sector, increase system capacity to deliver future-oriented training. Future focus TVET system engage the private sector in a practical and sustainable way. They align training outcome with the private sector interest and current and future skills shortage. A strong mechanism to strengthen multi-stakeholder partnership are needed to effectively coordinate stakeholder activity. Future focus TVET system has effectively institutionalized stakeholder cooperation in a constructive and sustained manner. And then regular consultation with TVET teacher staff is key to building a resilient, responsive, and future-ready TVET system. Many future focus systems have developed strong communication channel between government, TVET institution, and TVET teaching staff. And the last, on the subject of vocational pedagogical psychology, it is essential to emphasize the roles and the interaction of the above suggested green skill when discussing future of vocational teacher. Next. This picture talking about basic competence of expected student. There are 4 things, including pedagogy. As a teacher, we must update material and understand the principle of learning. And then about attitude, we can increase about motivation and interest for student. And innovative, including creative, initiative, and then adaptive, talking about capacity and social maturity. Okay, I'm sorry for the picture the quality is not good, but you can access in this link.
It's not problem because we have it in it's same picture on Russian languages. It's not sorry. It's very. I know this picture. It's very nice.
Including talking about watch YouTube video, and there are many steps and many applications to support about the pedagogy. I think this will be an interesting discussion in the Q&A session. And next. Okay, I think enough. Thanks for especially for Dr. Natalya Lomovtseva and Red Strici. Okay, I will return to the moderator. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you, Mr. YouTuber Sigit Pambudi, and also to Sahria. And it's very nice presentation, and it gives us more information and experiences about we prepare our teacher TVET in the future. And next stage is discussion. Maybe Natalya have some question to group 1 or group 2 after the presentation. Please, Natalya, your time.
Firstly, I would like to say very much yoga and Sigit, yes?
Sigit, yes, Sigit.
Sikit.
Yes, Sigit. It's very nice presentation because it's all slides. It's very nice, especially last slides on Russian language. Is nice to meet you. Yeah, I am very glad to see you on Russian Federation, especially in Yekaterinburg, of course. About I have a lot of comment because for me it's very interesting. I would like to start on first group because they started at very interesting and I will start my comment and I have questions. For me, it was interesting citate sentence about Indonesians 2045 visions is advanced Indonesia. For me, it's very interesting because what does it mean advanced Indonesian? Maybe what do you mean advanced Indonesian? For me, it's very nice. It's very interesting sentence. It's your ministry. I am right?
Please, Pak Septiono and friends.
Djokovic.
No, Jokowi is our president. Joko Widodo is our president.
Oh. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. Now I will know about your president because it's very interesting. And he said about advanced Indonesia. What does it mean? Advanced Indonesia. It is future. It is future now. Future.
In the future, yes. Yeah.
What is it? What does it mean advanced? For me, maybe you.
Yes. Yeah. Indonesia is huge number of population. We have 200 and it's about 270 million people.
Okay.
Mean we have huge number of human power here, and then the president, yes, the president recognized this Indonesian potential, so he want to encourage the skill of human capital, our human capital, the industrialization and the collaboration between industry and university is part of the ideas, and strong technology will be the motor of this concept, and then we have vocational education not only in the university level but also in the high school level. Since 2060, as I have said before, our president have big concern to encourage this educational high school, this vocational high school. Huge a lot of money and policy to improve this vocational high school. Regarding to this program, we have projection that it's about 20 years later, we have huge population in a good health and high productivity. With
Mhm.
this concern and this condition, the president uh, uh, encourage a good and big opportunity with the human development. So he initiate the Indonesian advance, mean
Mhm.
we will have better life, better condition, better technology, and better improvement with
Okay.
great human power, human resources development here.
Mhm. It's very nice
It's about that.
because
Maybe Fawa,
mhm.
maybe Fawa will add
Okay,
some
I will
information.
add more information. Okay, Prof. Natalia, glad to see you in pandemic COVID in Russian maybe, and Indonesia has passed, but we afraid in 3 wave of COVID-19.
Third wave.
Yeah, 3rd wave in COVID. Advanced Indonesia, in my opinion, is preparing society and empowering society. Which indicator? Growth of economic. Indicator is a growth of economic in Asia.
Mhm. Mhm.
So many programs has launched from government, especially Kampus Merdeka, Independence Learning, which special curriculum as present from ECO, student exchange, rural development, entrepreneurship, and the others. The EDGE program is how to advance it of Indonesia. Maybe enough for me, Mr. Arif.
Okay. Because in Russian Federation we have it's same a lot of national programs strategy, but we have strategy only to 2030. But not 2045. For me, it's very nice because it's very a big time. And if your presidents say about it's a big future, it's your country. For me, it's very interesting. It's very nice. Because we all discuss it in my country only to 2030.
2030.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
20. Maybe I will check because maybe I don't. 2030.
Yeah, 2030.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
2030. Yes. Okay. It's about 10 years ago. 10 years later.
Yes. Okay. And I have one comment. One else comment about Indonesia. You have on slides on number 5. You wrote about Indonesian Ministry of Educational launch program. This is, I think, it's an Indonesian languages programs. I don't know what does it mean. This is programs about lifelong learning. It's are you right? I am right. What does it mean as programs? For
Kamus
me,
Merdeka Belajar, Pak Sofan.
Oh yeah. Okay. Maybe
Can you tell him?
sorry, Sofan. Maybe it's later slides. Consider this is 8 programs.
Oh, 8 program.
Yes.
Okay.
That's right.
I will telling about 8 program and implementation. They are mainly like such as in example in COE, Center of Excellence program in SMK. Just relevant to Hello.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you,
Yes,
Pak
yes, yes,
Sufan.
yes. I hear you.
The first is model of teaching in the application, in the classroom, or in the multiple program. The teacher cannot describe about a model of teaching
Mhm.
in exclude that program, and then uh, in two call it as Merdeka Belajar. Merdeka Belajar is independence of learning, is closer to a lifelong learning approach.
Mhm.
But
Lifelong learning, right?
yes,
That's right.
but in implementation, we have lack in any implementation in any archipelago. We have a condition. Our country is archipelago, and in outside and rural island
Yes.
or downtown is have any problem to implement that combination in industrial and school or college to implement that link and match column. We have called it that.
Mhm. Mhm.
Apprenticeship is is not valuable, but is in under under policy in industrial ministry. Industrial ministry have not synchron in program evaluation maybe and policy, and then we must to create as a model
Mhm.
in learning.
Mhm. Mhm.
This lack the lack is in learning model to implement it in teacher and as learning student. Prof. Natalya.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I understand fully. It's especially I see about program rural development. It's very important, especially of course we have a lot of islands.
Yes.
How
Yes.
in Russian Federation we have a big
Yes, but the Russian Federation in Indonesia has many community.
Big country.
Yeah, many community, and the community started
So
with little startup or little SEO to conduct the implementation or reskilling and upskilling people not academic, people with not academic and in apa learning in the community to have a skill. There's many in our archipelago. Is in example in my town is our mechanic community, and then traditional craftsmanship community. From this area, people make a product and sell about a product or a service to keep economy growing.
It's very important. It's very important for country. Okay, for first group, I'm finished. It's very nice. Thank you very much. You so favorite, so fun. As Echo,
you're
it's
welcome.
very nice presentations. Thank you very much. It's very interesting for me about your country, about your future strategy plans, your country, and especially vocational higher university. It's very nice. Thank
Sinyalku
you
lemah
very
ya.
much.
Okay. I'm sorry, and bandwidth is low.
Okay. Maybe Arif, I would like to comment for second group.
Okay.
Okay.
For the second group, please, the comment from Natalya.
Second group, it's very important. Second group said it's very important sentence about no one is more important the future of our state than our teachers. It's a very important sentence. I agree, absolutely agree with this sentence, and it's very interesting about competence areas. For me, I don't know what is vocational didactic, vocational pedagogy, vocational management, vocational disciplines, vocational research. It is your opinion, or it is research in your country, because in Russian Federation we have not. This is described for TVET, system TVET, vocational education training, I mean, because we have only vocational pedagogy, and now we discussed digital didactics, but we not discussion in Russian Federation vocational didactics. For me, it's very interesting. What does it mean vocational didactic? It is your opinion, it is your research, or it is research your country?
Okay,
Yoga.
please, second group, Pak
Yes.
Yoga and friends,
Yoga.
please.
Yoga and other.
Might be friends or Mr. Ponco and Mr. Wahyu.
Okay, I thought this didactic or teacher future in TVET maybe because in my opinion with improve is the teacher, so that student get the right knowledge, because the teacher capability is good, universal knowledge and detail competency. We must improve to get student the right knowledge.
Okay. What is the difference? What is different between vocational didactic and vocational pedagogy? What different?
Please, for the second group.
Maybe we have not answered, because I have not answer to because for me it's firstly I when I see these slides, for me it was very interesting, but I have not, I don't know what is a vocational didactic. Maybe it's very it's better research, it's big research.
Okay, Wahyu, maybe you will give your opinion about vocational didactic and vocational pedagogic. Maybe you have your opinion, please.
And no, I think it seems Mr. Natalya.
But I think it's not same, because it's very interesting definition. Because in Europe, I know discussion about vocational online open courses. And yes, they discussed what is vocational open online courses, because we have, I know we know about MOOCs, massive open online course. What is a vocational open online course? What is the difference? This is courses, massive courses. It's very, I feel it's future definitions. And your slides, colleagues, it's very future definitions about vocational management, vocational didactic, vocational pedagogy, and Elsa, vocational research. Okay. I think it's very, in my opinion, it's not same, and maybe it's in future articles about this theme. Why not?
Okay.
Maybe vocational educational technology, it's a new definitions too, because we have a digital educational technology, open educational technology. We have not vocational educational technology. Maybe it's future
Very future.
It's okay. I will discuss in my Russian professor about this definitions. I think for them they will have interest.
Okay.
Because maybe I wrote Arif, and
Yeah.
maybe I will write yoga. What is you mean vocational didactic?
Maybe, Natalya, maybe Yoga will share out his presentation in slide 6. In slide 6, it writes here about the description about vocational didactic and vocational pedagogy.
Yes, I saw these slides, but I very wanted to discuss it about maybe, because maybe it's same definitions. I mean, this is theme for new article about classifications, competence for teacher for VET. It's very interesting for research. It's my opinion. Because of course I read about this is one sentence, what is the means competence, but it's very interesting. Okay, maybe I am next questions about this presentations.
Okay, please, Natalya.
Okay, I wanted to open your presentation, but I can't. I don't know why. Because probably it's enough. Okay. Okay. It's very nice slides number 11 about 12 things successful teacher to do. But in my opinion, this is slides about all teachers. What should do.
Yes.
But it's my opinion, of course. And of course, it's very interesting. 10 trends. The trends for future. It's very interesting and it's very important. Okay. Thank you very much for second group, because for me now I have a lot of mind, a lot of things for discuss it for my Russian colleagues about this is competence about for vocational education. Thank you, Yoga. Thank you, Vahua. Yes, I'm right.
Yes.
And Ponko.
Yes, Ponko.
Yes, yes, of course, Ponko.
Is not right? I am not right?
Right,
okay.
Right. No problem, right.
Ponko.
I love you.
Okay. Well, I'm supposed to finish to discuss. Okay. Today it's very interesting discussion about a model for preparing a future teacher for vocational education training system. And for me, I have knowledge about your country, about your future strategy for vocational education. Especially for me, it's real interested vocational higher university in the future in your plans. ministry. And now I start to understand your educational system is all. I start because before I don't understand how you teach in especially in for vocational education, because of course we have same things, but we have a difference. Of course, for me, I remember about your new programs, Bankik. Yes, for future with Google, it's very important for your country because it's yes. And how I understood, we should transferable skills and transferable knowledge via we have, how I understood, we will have networking with industry. Schools and industry, we will have networking for students. It's very interesting. Okay, and the internship we have on industry. Okay, I understand.
Yeah.
Yes. Internship. Yes. Okay, because we in Russian Federation only started to discuss it about this is internship on industry, because of course all colleges have not actually modern equipment, of course, but industry we have modern equipment, and now we have discussed in Russian Federation about internship for students on industry. It's very nice. Okay. Sukhoi, okay, I don't, very interesting. Yes, it's a plane. I don't know. Сухой. Ваня, что такое сухой сюжет? Что? Самолет сухой. Сухой? Yes. Российский самолет. But my son knows about this plane Sukhoi, but I only hear.
Sukhoi is a plane.
Yes, of course I know it is our country. It's have also modern.
Elon Musk buying a garbage rocket from Russia to develop SpaceX.
Мотивация. Okay. Okay, Brurio, I will see you. I am very glad to see you from Zoom.
Me too.
Okay. Yeah, it's coming, Natalya.
I miss you, Natalya.
I miss you too. But your students said to me, I love you, Natalya. But you only miss you.
that makes like, what's the meaning? Direct to make action to you that they all of them like you so much because you give all of them more benefit, especially how to feel that international students like that.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Okay, go on, Natalya. If you have continue this discussion, I think it's go on. I just involved in this event until the end.
Yes, Natalya has give her opinion, Prof. to our group, and maybe you will give your speech before we close this lecture with Natalya, and maybe we can talk about how we continue this program with Natalya in I think like how we make research collaboration and other activity that we can continue with her. Please, Professor.
Okay, that's good idea, Natalya. In my opinion, I think your idea is good, and yes, we have to have like small activities next, especially with the student. But of course, not all students will involve to that activities, even though they are still even though they are still as a student until next year, but you know that they have another subject that they have to finish. They have to follow until the end of next year. So, in my opinion, I think we will have one activities between student with you, or we can continue discussion between your student, especially PhD student in Russian Pedagogy University with my student, especially that class. For example, about the new issue about vocational education in Russia and Indonesia, it means like the newest issue. Maybe next year, after pandemic, we will have like strangers innovative teaching and learning. We don't know about that, or maybe the condition of industry will change, revolutionary. So we have to prepare what should we do to face that condition. In my mind, I think in February, we hope that condition will save. I'm not say will a new normal. I'm not say like that, because I just say maybe next year we will save if the condition will save, and then we will try to maybe student exchange is okay. We will try to support budget my student, and then you can send one or two students from Russia with your own budget, something like that. Or maybe we can try to submit the institution like LPDP, or sorry, not LPDP. I'm sorry. Like Erasmus Plus, something like that. Because in next year, between my university and TU Dresden will have Erasmus Plus 2 usually in August until the end of September, 3 months, and then 4 or 6 students from my university will send to Dresden, and then usually 1 or 2 students from Dresden will come to my university. That's a possibility we have to realize next year. And of course, you are as a visiting professor in my university, and then we will try to make more official. And then you are as what usually call in visiting professor is like apa mas namanya mas
apa bro?
Profesor yang dari luar kemudian kita gunakan di kita sampai 1 sampai 2 semester. Aduh, saya lupa namanya.
Apa namanya, Bro?
It's like real apa?
Quiz lecture.
Oh, bukan.
Visiting professor.
Bukan. Ada istilah secara internasional juga kok. Aduh, lupa saya. It's like you will it's not real contract to be a lecturer in my university, but you have a chance to visit my university once time next year, something like that, and then you will you have to sign the official letter from my side, and then we will send that letter to Ministry of Higher Education, and then after that, of course, in official, we have a letter of evidence as that mentioned about you are as a lecturer in my university. It is not like visiting professor, but real activities as a lecturer. But in my mind, I think pity if only we use online. We need you come to Indonesia, come to my university. It's better like that.
It's my dream. Because if you remember, I prepared to visit your country is 7 years ago.
Yeah.
But I was pregnant.
Yeah, pregnant.
And my doctor said me is not a good idea because it's very big plane, a lot of plane for your country.
Yeah, but better it's not only in online. We hope that you will have a time, you have a chance to visit my university, and then maybe only one month as a lecturer in here, and then we will have like a research collaboration, but real research in here. We will prepare it. There are some possibility. For the first is like a student discussion between your university and my university, and then the second is about one project with the student come from your class in here, and then the other is you have a ticket to be a real visiting professor come to Yogyakarta. We will prepare it. Okay, Natalya.
It's very nice. It's my dream. I think it's very good idea because it's it is careful. It is useful for your students and our students, my students. Of course, I mean about PhD students, because international collaborations and the international research, it's very interesting idea. Of course, because we have. Because we have it's same situations now, but it's a different situation. We have a different strategy for vocational education because we have a different culture. For example, we have a different modern equipment in industry. It's very interesting idea. It's very good idea. Thank you very much for your suggestion.
Okay, Natalya, I'm sorry if I ask you about if you in your country have what's the meaning offer the student mobility from beyond the region, like from Indonesia, and then please send to me that information. We will try to apply about that. Of course, vice versa. We will try to prepare your student come to my university.
Okay.
Even though like we will cover about your the student accommodation and student dormitory is fine, and then the traveling travel returns come from your student is fine too, and then it's all possibility that we will realize in next year is good. I think we will try it.
Okay, I try. Okay. I will write your email, but about this idea. Okay. It's very. Thank you very much for your suggestion.
Okay, and the end of this class, your class, Natalya, I'm from my side, from my university, say thank you very much. about your effort to prepare everything. It's not easy, I know. Like me, if I was as a lecturer in Malaysia, it's make me mad because to prepare everything should be excellent, something like that. But that's my do. We do best about that. I think that's good for me, and then for you, I think how to feel have student, foreign student, and then in my mind, I think we will continue about that, and then even though it's difficult from your side to prepare it, but we appreciate it about what do you have done about prepare the lecture and then to make warm discussion that with my student, and then short talk with my student, and then talking about the future with me. Everything is positive activities, I think, for my side and your side. And then the end, again, thank you. And then see you next activities. And then, of course, we have responsible to as an institution to invite you. And then my staff will continue contact you about that. And then don't forget, say hello to my student every time. maybe next year, maybe if there are some email from my student, please respond it, because this is one of the activity that they have to learn about international. Thank you.
Thank you very much for warm words. Bror, it's very nice. Thank you very much. And I would like to thank you very much, Bror, for your invitation for this program, because for me, I told you about the first experience. This is my love virtual class, virtual online class.
Love class.
Because but how we have always we have seriously topic, but for end lecture we have funny. I don't know why, but of course it's for end lecture we will happy. Yes. How is yoga?
Okay. Back to Arif. If there are some response from the student, is okay. That's the time to say to Natalya as a beautiful lecture in that session.
Okay, Prof. Before we close it, I have something for Natalya. I will show you. Ta-da! I have certificate. Thank you very much for your experience sharing here. And the last word from me, we love you, Natalya.
I will say my husband. I have a lot of followers from Indonesia.
Yes, of course. Maybe one of all of you, my friend, will say something to Natalya before we close it. One or two, please give your opinion about this lecture, and maybe one or two, please.
Mr. Sikir. Mr. Sikir.
Mr. Sikir, please.
And Popo.
I only say Rat Strici.
What's that? What's that?
It's very nice. I understood.
Okay, next.
Okay.
What about Natalia? What did you say?
I came to continue on Russian languages with Sigit.
They try to speak Russian, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Я тоже рада встрече.
Last one, maybe Mr. Sofan. Please give your opinion, Mr. Sofan.
Okay, maybe for further, I will email to Dr. Natalya to
that's good.
yes for writing article together.
Oh, that's good.
Okay, yes.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you too.
That's all, Prof. Maybe you can close this.
Okay. Natalya, spasiba. Bye-bye.
Terima kasih.
Terima kasih.
Natalya.
Okay, maybe last photo virtual class.
Okay, Mr. Poncho, you can take picture for us, Mr. Poncho.
Okay. Okay.
Ready. Okay, please you open.
Smile. All smile. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Open.
All smile. See the camera.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Cheese. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Natalya.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you next.
I hope I will see you. Okay.
Okay. Of course. Of course.
Okay.
God will.
Goodbye.
Thank you.